I see Texas making the news more and more often these days. The buzz goes off on my phone. I check the headline and it makes me sad. Texas failing women, transgender youths, victims of school shootings, and more recently teachers with the freedom of what they can and can't teach. But nothing makes me really sad than to see headlines of Texas policy that's harming young and first-time voters. Even though there's a requirement for Texas high schools to offer voter registration, I still see headlines like high school voter registration law fails. Less than half of young Texans are registered to vote, and principals aren't registering high schoolers to vote. It's not like they don't care. It's just that the policy isn't there. It's not stated. Texas isn't doing its job. I consider myself to be one of the lucky ones. I was introduced to voting by complete accident to the government teacher for seniors in my high school. She was running all around the building, checking to make sure everyone was registered, and bumped into me, confusing me as a senior. Because of that, she gave me an in-depth explanation of how the voter registration process works. Unfortunately, she had to leave our school, and this left a void that many students who didn't even have this government teacher felt. We were no longer hosting voter registration drives. The posters that would advertise for voting were never put up. And the passion that was left for voting was gone. My school, like many others across Texas, thought what it was like when no one cares about voting.
When schools don't have students or staff that are passionate about voter registration, that entire school loses their ability to really nurture democracy. We're not really educated on exactly how to register in school, and so without things like social media, a lot of kids don't really understand how important it is or what they're supposed to do in order to be registered.
So what can you do to make sure your voices are being heard? To make sure your peers are registered to vote? The first step you can do is reach out to community organizations. Organizations in Houston such as Mi Familia Vota, OCA Houston, the Children's Defense Fund, otherwise known as CDF Texas, or the League of Women Voters, who are also abbreviated as LWV, are all organizations that you can reach out to. The second thing you can do is talk to your school officials, and this means planning out the what, the when, and the how. What is the purpose of a voter registration drive? What is its importance in a school? When do you plan to host this voter registration drive? Is it a once-a-month commitment or once a semester? And how do you plan on organizing this? Are there students who want to help you? These are the questions you need to have answered before you talk to your school officials. And a third step that you can do goes beyond voting. It's educating your peers on social issues. This is why voting is important. It's not just showing up on election day, but striving to make a change. And we can expand our knowledge by education. By doing this, we can change the way that we face social issues. We can change Texas, and we can ensure that everyone has rights, from transgender youths to teachers. Students are at the forefront of this, and we can make it our moment.